making homemade cinnamon rolls today. First, you want to put in your flour. There's 2 cups of a mixture of white and wheat there. And another cup of wheat. I do half and half. 1/3 of a cup powdered milk. 1/2 teaspoon salt. Stir it around a little bit. Package of yeast that I forgot to get out. Store it in the freezer. Keeps it nice and fresh. Dry active yeast, quick rise. And then I've got this little trick that I like. Just make a well in the flour. Put a couple tablespoons of oil in there. That way you don't have to measure it. I mean, I don't have to dirty my spoon. It's always a hassle to clean the spoon out. 1 cup and 1/8 of flour, water. Stir it up until it's ready to knead. As we get it stirred up here, we'll probably be kneading in about 5 minutes or so. Add a little bit of flour. Start kneading it. If you have a bread machine, you can let the bread machine do all the work for you. Just stick all the ingredients in and let it knead and let it start to rise and warm the dough up, and then turn it out. After you're done kneading, you want to just kind of let it sit there. Okay, the dough's about double in size. It's been rising for, I don't know, 15 to 30 minutes. We're going to turn it out on our greased cookie sheet. It shouldn't be too sticky to work with without flour. I got the flour on standby just in case. And then you want to take a tablespoon of butter. I use real butter. It tastes better and it's actually better for you than some of those other things. Tablespoon to 2 tablespoons of extra. You can do whatever. And then you take some cinnamon and sugar. I got a 1/2 cup of sugar here. And then cinnamon, you want a nice fine layer. And you'll roll it up. Kind of pinch it shut at the edge. Kind of holds everything together. My mom actually called these coffee cakes when she made them when we were little. She was the one that taught me how to do this. Just curl it around to itself. Then you take the pastry scissors and you cut it into sections. We'll have to rise again for about 30 minutes until they're double or triple in size. The bigger they get, the more fluffy they'll be and tender. Turn all those that way, and I turn all these the opposite way. And then you just let it sit there and rise. Our dough's been rising for about a 1/2 hour or so. They're between double and triple in size, so we're going to go ahead and bake it at 350 for 15 minutes. Okay, while the rolls are baking, I'm going to make the glaze frosting. In this cup, I have 1/8 of a cup milk and a 1/2 teaspoon vanilla. To that, I'm going to add enough powdered sugar just to make a thin frosting so that I can still pour it on the rolls. If you get it too thick, you can always add just a little dab of milk to it. Looks just about right to me. Gotta let them cool a little bit before we frost them, and that way the frosting won't run off. And now we can just pour or drizzle frosting over the whole thing there. You don't have to make quite as much if you don't want to. It looks better if it doesn't have as much, but it tastes better if it has a little more. Thanks for watching.